ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. Hukamnama Sahib today is by Bhagat Kabeer Sahib Ji in Bilaaval Rag on Ang 857 of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਬਿਲਾਵਲ ਜਨਮ ਮਰਨ ਕਾ ਭ੍ਰਮ ਗਿਆ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਲਿਵ ਲਾਗੇ ਜੀਵਤ ਸੁਨ ਸਮਾਨਿਆ ਗੁਰ ਸਾਖੀ ਜਾਗੀ ਜਨਮ ਮਰਨ ਕਾ ਭ੍ਰਮ ਗਿਆ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਲਿਵ ਲਾਗੀ ਜੀਵਤ ਸੁਨ ਸਮਾਨਿਆ ਗੁਰ ਸਾਖੀ ਜਾਗੀ ਰਹਾਉ ਕਾਸੀ ਤੇ ਧੁਨ ਉਪਜੈ ਧੁਨ ਕਾਸੀ ਜਾਈ ਕਾਸੀ ਫੂਟੀ ਪੰਡਿਤਾ ਧੁਨ ਕਹਾਂ ਸਮਾਈ ਤ੍ਰਿਕੁਟੀ ਸੰਤ ਮੈਂ ਪੇਖਿਆ ਘਾਟ ਹੂ ਘਾਟ ਜਾਗੀ ਐਸੀ ਬੁੱਧ ਸਮਾਚਰੀ ਘਾਟ ਮਾਹੇ ਤਿਆਗੀ ਆਪ ਤੇ ਜਾਣਿਆ ਤੇਜ ਤੇਜ ਸਮਾਨਾ ਕਹੋ ਕਬੀਰ ਅਬ ਜਾਣਿਆ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਮਨ ਮਾਨਾ ਆਪ ਤੇ ਜਾਣਿਆ ਤੇਜ ਤੇਜ ਸਮਾਨਾ ਕਹੋ ਕਬੀਰ ਅਬ ਜਾਣਿਆ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਮਨ ਮਨਾ. Bhagat Kabeer Sahib Ji Maharaj is speaking to us today in this Hukamnama Sahib. In the first line of this Shabad, Bhagat Kabeer Sahib Ji is answering a question. The question we put in front of Bhagat Kabeer Sahib Ji is, Bhagat Ji, how has your fear of birth and death been alleviated? How has it been removed? And Bhagat Ji tells us, Janam maran ka bhram gaya, Gobind live lagi. The bhram. Now, it's important to understand this word. Bhram means an illusion. What do we mean by that? It's as if we see a rope in the darkness of the night and we think it's a snake, but when the light comes we realize it's just a rope. In the same way, Bhagat Ji says that there's this illusion of birth and death, of pain and happiness, of gain and loss. But when I attached my live, my consciousness, my focus to Gobind, that creator of this go, of this world, of this universe, Vaheguru, the Lord God, when I attach my focus, my consciousness to God, then Gaya, it was removed. What was removed? The Brahm, the illusion of birth and death. I realized that one Ikko Ankar was pervading through all. There was no loss or gain. There's no joy or sadness at that point. There is only that one Ik, that eternal Ik, Vaheguru, Lord God. And in this way the illusion of birth and death has been removed from my understanding. Jivata sunna samanya. Bhagat Ji says that Vaheguru, who is the Jivat, who is the life of all, who is forever consciousness, that Lord God, and whilst I am Jivat, whilst I am alive, I have samanya, I have merged in with, I have been absorbed into that sun, that state of complete oneness with the Lord, where there is no other, where there is no birth or death or sadness or happiness. And how did you get this state, the deepest state of meditation? And Bhagat Kabeer Sahib Ji says, Gur Sakhi, through the teaching. Sakhi means literally Sakhi means the testament of the Guru. What the Guru has said, the path that the Guru has laid out for us. By listening to the Guru's words, by loving the Guru's words, understanding them and implementing them in my life, Jagi, I was awakened from my deep sleep. And then in the next few lines, Bhagat Kabeer Sahib Ji goes on to explain what the deep sleep is. Rahul, pause and think about this. Today, Bhagat Kabeer Sahib Ji is saying, this is the crux, this is the center of the Shabad. Kasi te tun upjai, tun kasi jai, kasi phuti pandita, tun kahan samai. Kasi literally means a bronze item, something made out of bronze. So we'll call it a pot, a bronze pot. And Bhagatji Pandita asks the so-called scholars of religion, so-called scholars of the world, O scholarly people, Kasi Phuti, when I tap, when I knock something against this bronze object, that sound which is made by the knocking, where does that sound go? Where does that sound come from? Where does that sound go? And Bhagatji explains in the line before that, Kasite ton upajay. That sound which is made by breaking or opening or tapping against the bronze implement comes from that bronze, through the vibrations which are running through that item. Kasite ton upajay, ton kasi jai. And when we stop beating that bronze object, that bronze pot, then the sound goes back into it. It merges back into it. And another question they're putting in front of the religious scholar is, when I break open Kasi Phuti Pandita, when I break open this pot, where does the sound go then? And now we need to understand what pot Kabeer Sahib Ji is talking about. Bhagat Ji says, Kasi te tun upajay. What is the bronze pot in this case? The bronze pot is the spiritual ignorance, which is a wall between us and the Almighty, which is a wall between our understanding and Vaheguru. As Guru Nanak Dev Ji says in Japji Sahib, Kiv Kuda Tuttai Pal, that veil of ignorance which is upon our mind, that is the bronze pot. And Ton, what is the sound which comes out of that? The sound which comes out of that is ego, desires. And these come from that ignorance. Bhagaji explaining to us the root of all of our problems. The root of all of our problems is that spiritual ignorance, that distance from Vaheguru, that veil of ignorance. Ton kasi jai. And all of these thoughts and all of these sounds of this is mine and this is mine and ego and desire, when the person dies, they go back into that ignorance and they come back again in another life. So we have to understand that that sound of ego, those sounds of desire, all of that confusion and chaos is coming from that bronze pot of spiritual ignorance. And Bhagatji is saying, O Pandita, O religious scholar, Kasi Phuti, I've broken open this Kasi, this bronze pot. I've broken away this veil of spiritual ignorance, this ignorance of the Almighty. Ton kaha samai. And where has the sound gone? Bhagaji is asking a rhetorical question. You cannot hear that sound of ego, the sounds of ego, these webs of desire, they're all removed if we remove that veil of spiritual ignorance. Bhagaji is saying. And Bhagaji goes on to explain this to us further in the Shabad. Trikoti Sant ma pekheya. Trikoti, in the three qualities of the world. Sato, the saintly, lowly quality. Rajo, the kingly, princely quality. And Tamo, the quality of inertia. The one who is Sand, who is pervading through all of these. The one who is pervading through the three spiritual channels of Ida, Pingala and Sushmana. That Vaheguru who is pervading through all of those, who is Sand, who is amongst all of those, Main pe kya, with his grace, he has shown me that he is pervading through them all. Kat hu, kat jagi. I've seen that Vaheguru in my own kat, in the heart of my own soul, and kat jagi. And when I was awakened, I saw that that Vaheguru is pervading through all. Kat hu, and in my heart, the quality arose, jagi came up to kat. Kat means to kata, to take away. To take away this din, this sound, this noise of desire, of ego. The Guru woke me up, and through this awakening, I endeavoured to take away those sounds of the ego and desire, and they left. As he Buddha Samachari, I've been blessed. Samachari means to be blessed. I've been blessed with this Buddha, with this understanding, with this intellect. Kat mahe tyagi. And all of those bad points which were within me, in my gut, inside me, I have tyagi, I have given them up. Aap te jannya. Through seeing that Vaheguru pervading through my soul, I have jannya, I have come to know and understand and be blessed with merging in with that soul. How has this happened? Bhagavad Ji tells us, tej samana, like light merges into light. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj explains to us in Sri Akal Stat Sahib, जैसे एक आग ते कनुक का कोट आग हरे, न्यारे न्यारे होए फिर आग में समाएंगे. Like little flames come out of one big fire, and they all may go into different directions, but they fall back into that fire again. In the same way, my light has emerged with that eternal light. Kaho Kabeer ab jannya. Kabeer Sahib Ji says, ab, now I have jannya, I've been blessed with this understanding. Gobind man manna. How? When my mind, manna, came to accept, bow before, and follow the Guru's teachings, and therefore be merged with Gobind, that creator of this universe. Aap te jannya, tej tej samana, kaho Kabeer ab jannya, Gobind man mana. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.